Hey guys,
I'm Ricky,
and I'm Bree.
and no matter how we're feeling,
We're gonna be dramatic about it. So I got a story for you.
Oh, okay.
I've got two, but I'm gonna start. Do you want scandalous? Not scandalous. I have my getting pulled over story,
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were going to tell me about that.
or the Top Golf night story.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know what you're
Do you want the longer one first or the shorter one?
I think I want this. I think I want.
You want the spice?
I think I want to hear about how you got pulled over.
Really?
I think that's what I want to start with. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, hi guys.
Hey.
We should probably, say hi. Hi,
Yeah.
welcome to Dramatic AF, the podcast.
Welcome to our first video episode.
Yes, we are so excited to have a video episode.
Hello, YouTube.
Like it's gonna be the one and only video episode.
I know. It's just our first one.
We're
It's kind of
excited to be like on video on YouTube.
Yeah.
The last episode was just audio.
Yeah.
But we just figured that we didn't really need video for that.
No.
Because it was just like
We just got into a deep dive of everything, and now I feel like this episode is where you can start to see like who we are as people and
last episode
what
was
we're
really
like.
just get to know us from, who
start
we are,
kind of.
when we met, how everything has
stories.
been since we met. Yeah, absolutely. So if you paid attention to that, you know a little bit about us, and if not, welcome.
Yeah.
I'm Ricky.
I'm Bree.
It is such a nice honor to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
What do you guys think about our set?
We are Y2K girlies.
Absolutely. We love a theme.
And this was
it.
the best.
Yeah, when we
us.
were trying to plan out how we just wanted there to be some sort of a vibe for the podcast. And so we were like, I just love the early 2000s. I love the people. I love the bright colors that everybody was into.
Yep.
I just love
so
everything about
nostalgic.
it. It's so nostalgic. I love it.
Everything. It reminds me of my childhood and when life was easy and easier.
Yeah.
Not necessarily easy because we got some traumas.
Right, absolutely. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of recreate what it's like to be a teenager in the early 2000s, hanging out with your girlies.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going for as far as a vibe. We've got all of our posters of our favorite people, posters of people that we had up in our bedrooms growing up.
Leonardo DiCaprio
is very much her thing.
Man.
Very much her thing. Me, I got my Zac Efron specifically from 2009.
He's also my man, though.
He can be.
He's our man.
That's fine. That's fine.
But we can share.
Oh, absolutely. You can have Leonardo.
Yeah, it's myself.
He's not my vibe, but Zac Efron, 2009 Zac Efron can get it.
Yeah.
He'll make you pussy throb. That is.
Yeah, pussy throb.
That'll make you pussy throb. But we've just got a lot of classic stuff up here, like the Cheetah Girls and Mean Girls, Hilary Duff,
Hannah Montana.
Who doesn't love Hannah
Gaga.
Montana? Lady Gaga.
She's my thing, not so much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
She's a gay icon.
But she was my queen.
Yeah. For me, it was more like Hilary Duff. Allie and AJ was a huge one, so I knew I needed them because that's what I had on my wall. And then all the Disney Channel girlies, Hannah, Miley,
Ashley.
They're different. They're not the same. Miley and Hannah are different people. God.
You will never convince me otherwise. I don't know why you said it like that.
I don't know why you would want to convince me otherwise. Anyway,
rude.
Miley's just a girl, and Hannah's a pop star. Anyway, we got Selena and Demi, Obvi. I wish they were still best friends.
JoJo.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so if you guys have any suggestions of who you want to see on the wall, let us know.
We got space.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got space for sure.
Leave us a comment and let us know what you think.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, JoJo, I can't not JoJo Siwa. Not that anything's wrong with JoJo Siwa, but JoJo.
The JoJo.
We're
the
talking
OG.
Leave, Get Out. We're talking
JoJo.
Too Little Too Late. We're talking... That girl
Get
was the queen.
Right now.
It's the ends of you and me. Love that girl. So, girl, we got Britney Spears. We got Christina Aguilera. We got a vibe going.
Lindsay motherfucking Lohan.
Yeah, okay, so Lindsay Lohan. I am a stan for Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
And I love how that rhymed.
Yeah.
I've been a huge Lindsay Lohan fan my entire life. Now,
starting at The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Icon.
I was going to say, is
icon
there
of a movie
than that? But for me, I don't think so.
I think that's the earliest for me.
I think so too. But so we don't have any posters from the 2000s that we saved, unfortunately. The only person that I know that does is my friend Kirsty, who literally has a poster of Zac Efron from that time.
Oh my God. Love that for her.
I know. I'm jealous.
Does she have it on her wall?
No, her husband would not like that.
Damn.
But
tell him to get it together.
I know. But we still wanted that vibe, you know, like when we were growing up, we had those posters up on our wall. And so I just found pictures that we could print that were given that same vibe.
Yeah.
And this is what we went for. And I tried to find a picture of Lindsay Lohan that was big enough to print, because they have to be a certain quality for you to get a good quality picture. It was not easy, and I really tried. You know, I love my girl. That's why I went for the Mean Girls poster. Yeah. Because one, it's Mean Girls.
Iconic. Which is why another iconic movie.
Exactly. Which is why we picked Wednesdays for
because on Wednesdays,
upload days, we wear pink.
We should be wearing pink.
We should be wearing pink.
What the fuck are we doing?
We're stupid. Stupid bitches. Stupid whores.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It's fine.
It's mostly fine. But yeah, that's why I went with that poster, because it was big enough and it had my girl on it.
It's the vibe. It's immaculate.
And I was I still am a massive Hilary Duff fan.
Yeah.
So I got
love her.
I got
always.
Literally 2 posters of her, because I was like, which one is going to look better printed? Which one am I going to like more printed?
We've got Sweet American Girl.
Yeah.
Hillary.
Up at the top with the American flag on the shirt.
And then
more of like a
little
bit more mature.
Girl.
Yeah.
Sweet woman.
Young woman. You can tell she's grown up a little bit in that picture. She looks great. Yeah. And when it came time to set up, we were just like, let's just use them both. Yeah. We don't have to pick.
Well, and actually, she's the top of our pyramid.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like a pyramid.
Yeah.
She's the top of the food chain.
She's it.
She's queen.
She's it.
She's above Lindsay No, I'm just kidding. I'm 100% kidding. We don't pit women against women.
We're girls here.
Exactly. We don't pit women against women.
Unless you're a fucking bitch. Just kidding.
And in that case, I will beat your motherfucking ass.
Get your ass beat.
I won't.
Why do we not have Jersey Shore? The Jersey Shore cast on this wall. They are
we're going to come up with so many
2000s.
Absolutely.
The best. I still watch the show.
Where's the beach?
Where's the fucking beach?
Nobody knows where the beach is.
No, not Snooki. Snooki got arrested trying to find the beach.
And for finding the beach.
What an asshole.
Ridiculous. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, those cops.
Oh, poor girl. She just wanted a beach.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was right there.
Yeah.
But like,
it wasn't far. She could have just turned her head to the right.
How was she supposed to know that, though?
She couldn't see through her shades.
Exactly.
The stunner shades.
She was struggling.
She was.
And they arrested her for it.
Who wrote the fucking note?
That's something we don't have to talk about, because
we all know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Hopefully you guys know Jersey Shore.
I feel like everybody
knows. From that's around our age would know.
Yeah. And if you don't, go on Hulu, watch it.
Oh my gosh,
watch it now.
I've actually highly considered buying the whole show uncensored on DVD.
I have too.
I just want to be able to hear them say fuck.
Yeah.
Because why am I being censored?
Yeah.
Or why are they being censored? Whatever.
Just like JWoww saying, you could stay get your ass beat, stay get your ass beat, stay get your motherfucking ass beat.
What's funny is my whole life I thought the quote was, you can stay and get your ass beat, or you can leave and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your ass beat. But she never says leave. And I really thought I was right.
Stay and get your ass beat. You can stay and get words. Get your motherfucking ass
exactly.
beat.
So I rewatched that scene and I was like, oh, she does say it like that.
That's like the best scene.
I know. I love her. I love all of them.
I'm her. She's me. We are one.
I think if any of the characters, they're people.
Yeah.
If any of the celebrities from Jersey Shore were you, I feel like you give Jenny vibes.
Yeah.
Because you're strong.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take
big
shit.
Tits.
You got a nice rack, baby girl.
You can't see it.
We're wearing a big Menards hoodie today. But
fine.
You look great. I was actually talking to one of my friends about the kind of audience we're going to attract. And they were like, well, what are you looking for? And I was like, well, me and you were in our early 30s. Mm-hmm. And I think that we're aiming.
Whoa. Back it up. Mm-hmm. I just turned 30. I'm not in my early 30s. I am 30.
She's 29, basically. Plus a year. Whatever that quote is.
Yeah. I had done that. I was going to post that TikTok on my birthday.
Yeah.
And then I got too drunk and forgot.
Oh, iconic, Bree. But yeah, and I'm 31. And so
old bitch.
I think that shut your mouth. I think that that's the vibe that we're going for is like people around our age.
Yeah. And if you're younger, cool. If you're older, cool. Welcome.
Exactly. If you can relate, that's all that's needed. This is a safe place for you.
We want people to relate to us.
Exactly.
No matter the age.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how old you are or young you are. Like if you feel like you can relate to what's happening, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
But when asked specifically, what are you going for as far as an audience? That was it. Like essentially people around our age, but if they can relate to us, that's fine.
Yeah,
we'll
really
love them. They can come.
Yeah.
But we just wanted that because we were hoping for like people that could relate to the vibe.
Yeah.
Because we wanted this vibe.
Yeah.
And the kind of stuff we're going through at this age, the kind of stuff we're going to talk about, I just feel like it's, it's a millennial thing.
Relevant to the listeners.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. And so this isn't going to be like a early 2000s podcast by any means.
No.
But
we might talk about it here or there.
Yeah, it's going to be like a theme for once in a while. But as far as like just like the decoration, the theme is it's
just a theme.
We just wanted to go for the bright colors and the fun. Like the CD banner, I made this myself. Super fun to make. Honestly, not that hard. If you have ever,
cute.
Thank you.
I think it's so good.
I really like how it turned out.
It brings it together.
I feel like I'm really.
It really
happy
does.
With
it looks good.
Thanks for your support. Love you.
Love you the most.
If you haven't ever seen the photo shoot that was done for Hannah Montana season 1, I don't know if you can see it on camera. We have a picture behind Bree here that is from that photo shoot. It's just her, Hannah. With a CD banner. That's where I got the idea from. And I was like, that is so iconic and I want to recreate it. I've never seen anyone recreate it. Not to say that no one has.
Yeah, it could have happened.
It could have happened.
I mean, if I still had my Hannah wig, we could have done it.
Oh, my Lanta.
I had one. I made my mom buy me one.
That is so
She
funny.
bought it on eBay because they were super hard to find when she was like, when Hannah Montana first came out and was like big. I was probably too old to be wearing a Hannah Montana wig.
No, you weren't.
I fucking did.
And you should.
I love that shit.
And you should. See, what's funny is Miley, Selena, Demi, and Nick Jonas are my age.
Yeah.
We're all born in 92.
Yeah.
And so my whole life, ever since they got famous, I like struggled with like, am I too old to be a fan of these people? But then I just kept saying like, no, they're literally my age.
Yeah.
They are my age. Miley is...
it's relevant to you because you're the same age.
Exactly. Miley's the only birthday I remember. I was a huge Miley Cyrus person.
We stand her.
We stand
always
her 100%.
And forever.
But
Banger's
her birthday...
album, best one. God, and I stand on that.
I know. It's
best
so funny.
one.
Because I remember when that happened. I'm not going to lie. I think it was 6 years...
Yeah.
The run of Hannah Montana. I spent that entire time loving her.
Yeah.
So then when she drastically changed, I was like, man, I feel like I'm losing someone.
Oh, no. I loved it. I welcomed it with open arms.
Right. But it was just
I became one with that album.
It's just so different that I was like, I don't know how to process this. But then the album came out. And I was able to listen to the whole album, and I was like, "This is a vibe,
a masterpiece."
I was into it, yeah. And those songs I still listen to this day.
I know. I went to Target the other day, and I was listening to the album, and I was like, "Man, if I could go back and hear this one time, like for the first time again, I would do it.
Absolutely,
I would do it in a heartbeat. It's so good.
Absolutely, it is so good, and it's such like a iconic time. In pop culture, I feel like she really just like was like, I'm done with Disney and I am not that little girl anymore, and you all need to recognize that. Yeah. And more power to her.
And here I am.
And here I am. Yeah, absolutely. I think, what would you say is your favorite part of the wall?
Like photo wise or like, what photo is my favorite? Or poster vibe we have?
Yeah. If you had to pick. Lots of iconic options. I don't even know if we mentioned the fact that Cheetah Girls is here. And if they weren't here, we'd seriously be doing something wrong.
Yeah, we would be. I think, honestly, it's the Scream poster.
Wow.
Because...
And I'm a huge Scream fan.
One, I Okay, so for a couple of reasons. Scream, I can remember I was like 4 years old. Mm-hmm. This is one of my earliest memories in our old house, our first house that I lived in.
Yep.
My mom and my dad put me to bed. I had snuck downstairs in the living room, and they were watching Scream. And I was watching it on the TV, like behind the couch, though. They didn't know I was there. They never would have let me watch that.
Of course.
And I remember being so scared, I just went to sleep. I went to sleep on the floor.
Oh, right then and there.
Yeah, right then and there. I saw, I think, like the first person get killed, and I was just like, nope, good night.
It was the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, I think I was like, I think what, that came out 99 probably?
96.
96, yeah. I was little then. Mm-hmm. I still think, yeah,
so they
like 3 or 4.
They might have watched it a year or two after it came out.
Yeah, because I was, like I said, earliest memory. But that is one of my
earliest memory is watching Scream.
Literally.
Nothing before that.
I mean, there's traumatic ones prior to and after, but
we'll get into that.
One of the happier, not even happy. I feel like that's traumatic for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, for sure.
That is one of the reasons I really like that. But the second reason is, do you remember when you were living at your first apartment? We had gone swimming. We came back to your apartment and we watched all of the Scream movies.
Yes.
And the Polaroids were taken that day.
Yeah. So I was doing this whole vibe that summer where I was trying to create a diary, but like a it was a mix between a diary and a scrapbook, because I was really like I was writing full pages in there, but also then randomly throwing in little, because I had one of those like Polaroid cameras that everybody had at the time, and I would just take those tiny little Polaroids and then post it in the diary and then write stuff next to it. But yeah, we had a Scream marathon. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and those movies still are just some of my favorites.
I don't know if that first apartment had a pool. I feel like that might have been,
maybe it was the second
one. I think it was the second one, because I remember we went swimming.
Yeah.
For sure. But
what about you?
I think, like, I'm serious, you guys. Hilary Duff is like my queen.
Well, she's the top of the pyramid.
I want to say it's her.
Yeah.
But there's just something about 2009 Zac Efron that just gets me going.
He can get it. He really just makes your pussy throb.
I'm pretty sure this picture is from the movie 17 again. And
yeah, it is. No, it is. That was like his
movie.
Prime.
OMG.
His prime.
He was so fine in that movie.
Actually, there was another movie, but I can't remember.
Charlie St. Cloud?
No.
Is that a movie with him? That just
I believe
popped in
so.
my head.
I believe so.
Okay.
But there's another one, and I want to say it's Neighbors.
Oh, I never saw that.
So good. You need to watch both.
Doesn't he have like kind of like a douchey frat boy haircut?
He's a douchey frat boy, but the hottest juicy frat boy.
Did you say douchey or juicy?
Juicy. I switched it to juicy.
Those words really
because
match.
He's
I've seen what's the word I'm looking for? I've seen clips and stuff like that.
But he was a man in that movie. You know what I mean? Like
I've seen shirtless
here
clips
it's like
him.
Of course he's hot. He's everything. But like
yeah, I'd say Zac Efron in High School Musical 1 was cute.
Yes,
super,
adorable,
super cute.
Heart throb.
Yeah,
pussy throb,
literally.
Pussy throbbing.
Yeah, High School Musical 2. Oh, he's starting to get hot. Oh, he's got tan skin.
Yeah,
his hair was a little darker.
More mature.
Yeah, he looks good. High School Musical 3. Bitch.
If my panties could have dropped in 5th grade.
If I had a
I don't remember how old I was.
Yeah, right. If I had a vagina, soaked.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
Yeah.
He was so fine in that movie.
Yeah.
So fine.
The finest.
And then not long after that, or around there, I know, because he looked very similar to how he did in High School Musical 3.
17 again
came out again, and he was amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
So I'm it's a toss up. Honestly, there's 3. There's a toss up between Hilary Duff, because she's my queen.
Yeah.
Zac Efron, because he's daddy.
Yeah.
And then Allie and AJ.
Really?
When Allie and AJ first came out, I was obsessed with them. I have such a distinctive, vivid memory of the summer before one of the school years. I was downstairs in my basement listening to that album, getting ready for school, getting all my, because we had just gone school shopping.
Yeah.
And so like I had all my stuff and I was getting it all organized and I was doing my stuff listening to Allie and AJ, and like they're just like a huge emotional nostalgic thing for me.
Yeah.
I just love the first album so much. Every song is great.
Well, they're good.
It's great. And you know what's really awesome is I am like a big person who just loves to get more information about things that I loved growing up. So for example, one thing I love to do is I will listen to a song from my childhood. Like, for example, like Rumors by Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah.
I'll listen to that and then I'll realize, oh, there's words here that I'm just filling in. I don't know the words.
Yeah.
And I never knew the words.
So many songs like that.
So many songs like that. We just never knew the words. So we would just be like, and no one ever took the time to really learn them.
Yeah.
Except for some people. There were some people that were like lyric people that really dived into every.
Well, and also just like read the lyrics that were in the CD album.
That was a huge thing for sure. But like sometimes you wouldn't remember whatever and you'd forget as you got older, whatever. Well, as I've gotten older, I am like really... Some of these songs, I'm really going in and looking at the lyrics and trying to remember them. Like I Want to Be With You by Mandy Moore. I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah. Of course.
Love that song. I've always loved that song.
I love her.
Me too.
Have you seen This Is Us?
I watched a few seasons of it, but I just couldn't hold on.
We're in season 3 or 4.
Have they shown the dad dying?
Yeah.
I watched that. That was tough.
That's actually the reason that I went on Temu and bought those little like stickers that are for, God forbid, ever happens. Again, I'm not even religious. I don't know why I say this shit I do, but if there was ever a fire, I have little stickers on each door to our house.
I saw that when I got here today.
Yes, with how many animals we have, their names, and then my phone number.
Okay.
So I have them on all 3 doors.
That's smart. That's smart.
And it's literally because of that
because
episode.
Did he go back in for the dog or something? Yep. Gotcha. Okay.
He went in other things too. He grabbed like things that were sentimental to them. And then he came out and spoiler alert.
Where she's, I mean, yeah, it's old at this point.
Yeah.
But that scene where she's at the vending machine.
Yeah.
And she's just eating a
and getting
candy
mad. Like, oh God.
She's like, I'm sorry. My husband's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. He's literally fine. That's
and then
so
she's
weird.
just like, Jack.
That's so weird. You're never going to believe what he just told me. He said you're dead. Like,
yeah.
Jack, hello.
Just broke my heart. I sobbed.
It's
hit home for me.
Yeah. But I've loved Mandy Moore since like I Want to Be With You came out. And I realized recently that was another one of those songs that I just don't know all the lyrics to. So I went back.
Okay.
Started listening to like reading the lyrics, and now I know them. And it's like there's songs or lyrics that I just like never would have put together in my head personally.
Yeah.
But now that I've looked it up, I'm like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm really glad that I know those words now. And I don't know if a lot of people do that, but I do that all the time. I have no idea why I was talking about that.
So I went to the Aaron Carter concert at the State Fair. I want to say Mandy Moore was there.
Oh, that would be so
I really want to say it. I'm just trying to find it really quick because I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So my whole point of talking about why I have been looking into lyrics and stuff like that from songs from back then is because I noticed that at the end of the lyrics, when you're like reading the lyrics as the song plays on Apple Music, at the very end it tells you who wrote the song. Yeah. So now that's got me thinking about not only making sure I know the lyrics, but it's kind of interesting to find out who wrote their own music.
Yeah, because most people don't.
Most people don't.
Really don't.
And that's very normal. That's very okay.
I mean, yeah.
It's totally
just
fine.
Because like you're a talented singer doesn't mean you're a talented songwriter.
Mm-hmm. You think
like it doesn't go hand in hand.
Britney Spears wrote a lot of her music?
No.
And that's one thing I will always stand on is that Britney Spears is one of those singers that's a performer. Yes. She loves to perform.
From the start.
She's always just loved to put on a show. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense. But like
the performance is almost more important to her than the singing.
Oh yeah,
in my
absolutely.
Eyes. And I think that's why she lips
exactly.
sing a lot.
That's what I was gonna say. She lip sings a lot. Yeah, or she used to. Mm-hmm. And you can't tell me she doesn't. If you pay attention and you actually listen to the audio of the original track, and then watch the live performance, it's the same.
The exact same, and you can't even hear anything in her voice.
No, exactly. You can't even hear her breathing.
No,
there's no like.
pitch changes. There's no
with all the movement
the shakiness.
She's doing, you'd think that there'd be
whipping around. You would hear something on the mic, like you hear nothing.
There's nothing. And so there are times where she sang live, and I think that was just to remind us, like, hey, I actually can sing.
Like I am talented in more ways than just
the dancing. Yeah, but then she'll go back to lip singing because it's like, but I am also just here to perform. Like I like performing.
Like I want to give you a good show.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's 100% okay. But I started looking into Hilary Duff. I looked at her first album,
Metamorphosis,
and she did not write one of those songs.
I believe it.
She was young. I think exactly. She was like 15.
Yeah.
I don't judge her.
Yeah.
I don't judge her.
No.
My whole life thinking that, these are her songs.
Yeah.
And then looking that up, I was like, what? Not one. Oh, there was one. There was one that there was one that she helped with. I think it's called Mr. James Dean.
Okay.
On her first album.
Yeah.
One of the songs I don't really like that much. Yeah. It's never been one that I've been crazy about. But all the other ones, no. And then I found out that her sister, Haley Duff, was a big part of making that album, producing and stuff. I was like, wow. I didn't know that.
She was in the music industry though for a bit.
Yeah, she was always like riding along with Hilary Duff, doing all this stuff like with her.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And then I looked up Lindsay Lohan's first album.
Yeah.
And she wrote a lot of the music.
Really?
You would not expect that.
But I feel like that's where you kind of can see it. Like she's talented with the songwriting. Voice isn't
especially
as
when you
strong.
think about like Confessions of a Broken Heart.
Yeah.
The daughter to father song.
Yeah.
Like that's very clearly a personal song.
Oh yeah.
And so like, yeah, it makes sense that you just don't think that like when you think of Lindsay Lohan, you don't really think much of like, I don't think a lot of people think of her as the singer. They think of her as an actress.
Yeah, I think of her as an actress. Like obviously there's a few songs that are like, okay, yeah. Like,
no, there's a lot of songs for me that I love by her.
Yeah.
But I just never really thought she wrote them until now. I know that she did.
Makes sense.
And Allie and AJ wrote their entire first album.
I believe that. Because again, you have like two brains and you're feeding off of each other.
Yeah, and they really just dived into their personal experiences.
Yeah.
And I think that means a lot to me too, just knowing that like
it's personal,
a lot of who
it's
they
raw.
are, went into their album. And so yeah, I find that kind of stuff fascinating to like deep dive into the lyrics and who's writing these songs and stuff like that. And a lot of people are talking about like the whole JoJo Siwa thing right now about how she came out with the song Karma.
Yeah. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
She didn't write it. She bought it. She purchased it. The rights.
And a lot of people are giving her a lot of people are giving her shit because she stole the song from Britt Smith.
Yeah.
And if you look up, I actually saw a TikTok about this. If you look up the song, Britt Smith did not write that song.
No, she just sang it, but it wasn't even released, I don't think.
No, it never was. From what I understand, from what I've seen online, it's that some producers wrote this song. Britt Smith was offered it. She recorded it. She did a music video for it. And then at the last second, her recording label was like, hey, you know what? We don't actually want this song. I think we're going to go for a different one. So let's try this one. So they scrapped that song and gave her a different one. She recorded that. She did a music video for that. That got released. And that was it. Once that happened, she was done.
I think the issue is that JoJo tried to claim she wrote the song.
She specifically said something about writing it.
Yeah.
And then she came out and said, yeah, I don't even know who Britt Smith is, which I understand.
Yeah. Like, okay, cool. Like you're young.
Because like none of us knew who Britt Smith was like 2 weeks ago.
No. But for her to claim that she wrote the song when she literally purchased the rights for the song, that's an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't really care. It doesn't really
pertain
to me, but like
it kind of bugs me too how she's so aggressively being like talking about how she's like, this is the biggest, most iconic career change since Miley, and it's like
somebody said, and I think it was Abby Lee, literally posted.
That's really funny.
A video, and she's like, she's trying to, and don't quote me on it because I might not have it like entirely right, but she was like, she's trying to act like she's changed who she is, and like this is like a Miley moment. She is still the same girl. She is still singing. She is still dancing. She is still wearing all the makeup and the costumes.
Yeah. What's changed? Other
Nothing,
than
like the makeup. Now? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I guess her identity a bit, but yeah. I mean.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just think that it's kind of like you're trying to, you're telling us you've changed. You're telling us that
let us see the change.
Exactly. Because
like we don't see it.
Miley was never outwardly saying like, oh, I'm changing. This is a career change.
So clear.
It was just night and day. So she changed.
Clear. One day she was blonde with not a lot of hair.
Exactly. And the music was different.
Scandalous outfits and scandalous music.
Twerking on Robin Thicke. Like she was just really her
Wrecking
actions.
Ball alone.
Oh my God, that song.
So good.
So good.
But like so
good. It was all about her actions.
Yeah.
It's very much like when you like hear somebody be like, don't worry, I'm really funny. It's like, babe, don't tell me you're funny. Just like be funny.
Yeah, like let me see it.
Let me see you be funny.
Which is really ironic because we're telling everybody we're really funny.
We're really funny. If you didn't know, we're funny.
But we're showing you. Or trying. We're really trying.
We're really trying.
We're not that funny, okay? It's fine.
But yeah, I'm not on the JoJo suit.
No, I'm not at all.
And I mean, like
I
really liked that she was just unapologetically herself.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect being you and like
it was
not
just like
giving a fuck.
She didn't give a fuck about the fact that she wore a bow every day.
Yeah.
She was like, this is what I like. She didn't care that she was super covered in sparkles and rainbows and this and that. It was just what she liked. And I was like, go for it, girl. Be you.
Is it that or was it a part of the brand? Was it a part of the image?
Both. It could be both.
You know, like, I mean, she was making a shitload of money for having that image. Absolutely. And like, you know, like upholding all of that. So it's like, were you being genuine or were you
the only reason that I think
she was at first
the only reason I think it was genuine is because I was watching people like vlogging on YouTube and anytime she was a part of those videos she was still acting the same and so
I saw a lot of those too like
so
she didn't really change.
When you're that consistent it just leads me to believe that it's not as much of a show. Like when you're acting that like in any certain way every single time I see you in any sort of a media thing, it's just it leads me to believe that like okay this is really who you are. And that's specifically why I like Ariana Grande. I love Ariana Grande because everything I've seen that girl do, it's funny. It's enjoyable.
But love her, not hating on her.
Thank God, because I'd kick your ass.
But I
wouldn't really. Don't
seen lots of videos saying she really changes up her personality and like her voice and how she talks and how she looks often. There's a TikTok on it and it has examples of like everything. Like now she talks completely different. Don't you feel like she was
incredibly consistent for a very long time?
I mean, yeah, but
like there was the Nickelodeon Ariana Grande. Well, but then when she stopped doing that, it was like I feel like it was really consistent from like after that all the way up until like
a couple of years
ago. And then she dyed her hair blonde because she was going for the Wicked thing.
But how she talks is so different now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like, yeah, I feel like she's maybe changed, but like, I don't know. Like I don't know.
I'd have to find the TikTok and show you. And I feel like then you'd be like, it's kind of fishy.
Yeah, maybe there's some truth behind it, but like,
I still love her. Her music's still good. She's good.
Oh, yeah.
She's not a girl's girl, but that's fine.
How is she not a girl's girl?
Have you not heard all of the things? Like how she was with the co-star?
I'm going to stop you right here. Let's have a talk about this, okay? What happened to Britney Spears?
What?
She was super, super famous.
Yeah.
And then she went from being super, super famous to shaving her head. And the world was against her. Because they were all creating a narrative about her. Well, and then everybody just... I shouldn't say everybody.
I was
but
still
like,
a stan. I still loved her. I still
me too.
supported her.
It was like
I loved that shaved head.
Yeah, the majority of the world just turned on her.
Oh yeah.
And paparazzi are going after her, and her husband's keeping her kids away from her.
She went
and
through
her
some
family's keeping stuff from her and like forcing her into a box and like all this horrible stuff is happening to her. And meanwhile, the world is against her. instead of like supporting her. And I want to do a whole episode talking about female celebrities that have like just been really mistreated. But I think that Ariana Grande, we can say the same thing for her. Why are we letting media and gossip and conspiracies tell us Ariana Grande's story?
But
why aren't we just waiting for her to tell us? How do we know that Ariana and Ethan Slater were together in any way, shape, or form while they were still married?
Well,
how does anyone know that?
I thought that there was like proof of it, like receipts, because she was like holding the baby and like hanging out with them and stuff, and like there was like something that I saw.
And I mean, like, I'm not chronically online. I should say that right now.
Yeah.
So
I haven't either recently.
I might just have missed it. But like, I feel like I learned a lesson with Britney Spears to not let the world tell me how to feel about something.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm going to let them.
I saw the receipts from somebody, and that's where I was like, oh shit.
I mean, I'm not saying that she wasn't hooking up with Ethan while she was married or while he was married.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just not going to believe it one way or the other until like,
I mean,
they're saying stuff.
At the end of the day, like, I don't really care.
It's not my business.
Like, it has nothing to do with me in my day-to-day life.
Exactly. It's just not my business.
Like, I don't know. But it's just like, you know, it's entertaining to hear the shit.
Well, yeah. No,
especially with like being a stay-at-home mom.
But I just think that it's entertaining.
Like, at the cost of them.
At the cost of them.
Yeah.
And then you end up with situations like Britney Spears where she lost it because everyone was against her.
Fucked up shit.
And after reading her book, I'm just like, I'm not going to let the world convince me to hate anybody. Yeah. I'm going to let these people, especially now with social media, the way that they're able to communicate with us.
Yeah. And just let us hear their stories.
Let us hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Let them show us who they are. Because Ariana the truth will always come out.
Yes, and?
For me, I took that song as, like, yes, I'm with him. And? What the fuck do you care?
Yeah.
Why does anyone care whose dick I'm riding? Why is this anyone's business?
Yeah.
This is my life. I can do what I want. And like, I stand by that. Like, I'm like, yeah, babe. I mean, like, has his wife come out and like vividly said, Ariana Grande ruined my life?
Well, I didn't hear that, but I'm like 99% positive that she had come out or like talked to somebody or something and said that like that happened.
Okay, yeah. And if that happened, I mean.
But again, like I said, it's TikTok. Is it true? Is it true? I don't know.
That's just my point. Is like, I feel like with the internet, the way that things have gotten to this point is like,
everything's almost just hearsay.
Everything's always hearsay, and everything's always so negative. Everybody's trying to point fingers and paint everybody in a really bad light.
Okay, but
everybody loves to hate.
But did you see Taylor Swift's new album dropped?
Oh, really?
And just wait.
Okay.
She came out with the song. Look at the title. What do you see? What does that spell? What do the capital letters spell? K-I-M.
Thank you, Kim?
No, just, well, yeah. Kim Kardashian.
Yeah?
She's like attacking Kim Kardashian in that song.
Oh.
It's iconic.
Honestly.
I know you don't give a fuck, but it's iconic.
It's not that I don't give a fuck. I like Taylor Swift. I've always liked Taylor Swift. I've always thought she was incredibly talented. I'm just not like a stan. Like, I'm not going to die over whether or not I get to see her.
No, yeah. I would never pay the amounts that people paid to go to the Eras tour. Would I have gone if it was affordable? Yeah, I would have.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love her.
It's just not. I've never been like a diehard over Taylor Swift. Not that anybody is wrong for being a diehard.
Though.
She's
she's
extremely talented.
It's
in every
iconic.
way, but
it's so iconic because in the song, the lyrics are, it's something along the lines of like, your kid is going to come home singing this song and only you and I are going to know it's about you, because there are so many TikTok. And this was obviously after her seeing TikTok videos of Kim and North singing and dancing to her songs on TikTok after all that beef they had. I don't know.
That's kind of crazy.
I know. It's just kind of juicy. Kind of like it. I thought it was kind of spicy for T-Swift.
Do you watch Yellow Jackets?
No.
Okay. Did you watch Shameless?
Yes.
Do you remember Carl's crazy girlfriend that was like psychotic?
Not sure.
I can't remember. Oh, I just can't. She's been in so many different things. Her name's Samantha something. She's just a celebrity that I've seen in like so many different things. I think she was on Disney Channel at one point too.
I'm thinking of Lip's girlfriend, the blonde.
Can't remember. No. Well, anyway, this actress posted a TikTok and she was like, talking to her husband.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Will you break up with me?" And he was like, "What? Why?" And she was like, "Please, I just need you to break up with me for 2 hours."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm not going to break up with you. Why?" And she was like, "Because Taylor Swift just dropped an album."
Oh, yeah.
And it's 2 hours long. And I just need to, like, I can't be sad. It's a lot of breakup songs, and I can't be sad about breakup songs if I'm not broken up with, if I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I just need you to dump me for a little while.
I saw that, and I love that because it's so true.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't need to be broken up with. Like, when Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album came out, I was in a very happy relationship at that point.
Yeah.
And I was thriving with that song, that album. Yeah. I loved every single, that was a no skip album, 100%.
Yeah.
I love that album.
I love albums like that where you just want to listen to every single song and you vibe and love all of them. Me too.
Oh my Lanta, we have gone on such a tangent. This has been wild.
Yeah.
So we were like just trying to think of like what we're going to do for our second episode.
I literally told you, let's just go.
Let's just go. We'll be fine.
Go with the flow.
I have a list of like episode ideas just in case we need them.
In case we get dry.
Yeah, exactly. And I, just none of them was really standing out to me. And she was like, let's just go for it. I'm sure we'll just find things to talk about. We always do.
What story?
I want to hear, we just totally forgot about the stories. I want to hear, let's start with the drivers getting pulled over.
You don't want the fun one?
I thought, I don't know anything about Topgolf, so.
It's not to do with Topgolf.
Well, you said Topgolf.
Well, no, I was just saying Topgolf night.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
well, let's start with the not so fun one and then go on to the more fun one, I guess.
So, last Saturday, I'm on my way to work. I'm not in a rush. I'm not running late. I'm just driving to work. Okay. I left my house at 8:20. I have to be there by 9. It's a 10-minute drive. It's not far. I'm just doing my thing in the car. I was on the phone with my mom, eating my donut and drinking my coffee because that's what I do on Saturdays. That's how I treat myself.
Oh, that's great.
And all of a sudden, I'm behind this. I think it was like a Durango. It was an SUV. And we're coming up to a set of lights, and I see that it's yellow. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, are we going to speed up and go?
Because he was in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or are we stopping? Because, like, if you stop, I have to stop. Yeah.
It's
like, if you're going to go, I'm going with you.
Right.
Like, tag, you're it. Let me know. So he starts to slow down, or she, who knows, starts to slow down. And then I'm kind of letting off. And then I'm like, we're getting really close to like the point where I cannot stop.
I'm getting so close.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And this man, this woman, this person, they took off.
So they slowed down like we're stopping and then
took off.
How rude.
And when they took off, I'm like, I cannot safely stop. I took off with them. They entered.
How could you not have safely stopped?
Because we were so close. Like it was like
they had slowed
down, not stopped. No brakes.
But you would have slowed down.
Not like enough. We were speeding. We were going like 75 and it's a 60.
Okay.
So
allegedly,
we were going 75 and a 60. It may or may not have happened.
It definitely did not happen.
But he goes and he gets in the intersection. The lead is right.
The what?
I had to go with it. The red is light.
Okay.
The red is light? The light is red. Oh
wow, your brain just had a moment.
Oh my God, stroke.
The light is red.
Yes. So the light was red.
Are you still before the line? Because you have to stop at the line.
Yeah.
And you're still before it?
I'm still not there.
And it's red and you're still flying.
And then
oh, babe.
It's real red.
Oh, babe.
He gets like across and I'm in the intersection. And I'm like, on the phone. And I'm like, Mom, I just ran a really red light. And she's like,
it was red.
Oh no, was there cops? Did you see any cops? And I'm like looking in my rear view mirror. I'm like, no, we're good. Like, we're good. I get up the bridge, I see lights. And I'm like, fuck. And I said, Mom, I got to go. I'm getting pulled over. She goes, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, no, I wish I was. But I'm like, he's coming for me. And he was 3 cars back. He was like in the turn lane, deep in the turn lane. And he had it out for me. He said, yeah, I know I did wrong. I know I fucked up. I shouldn't have ran the red light.
I'm not going to pretend I'm a saint like I've never run a red light.
And normally I don't, especially up here, because the drivers are not great up here. Like they run red lights. It's kind of scary. Like you have to be careful. But it just, in that situation, I really would not have been able to safely stop. Like it would have been, it would have been bad. In the intersection. Yes. And I would have had to either reverse or keep going. And either or is illegal. So anyways, I see him coming and I go to the shoulder. I'm like, he's coming for me. He's not going for the other guy because my light, it was more red for me.
Yeah.
So I stop and I'm just sitting there. I pull all my shit out and he comes up and he's like, do you know why I'm pulling you over? I was like, oh, yeah. I do. I really fucking do.
Yeah.
And he's like, is your record clean? I'm like, yeah, I think so. Comes back. Like I give him my stuff. He comes back and then he's like, so I really don't want to give you this ticket, but I have to give it to you because our light was green and you were in the intersection. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I understand and thank you, whatever. I get to work. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I get to work and I walk in and I tell Mary, my boss, I'm like, yeah, I got a ticket. And she's like, for what? And I'm like, ran a red light. She's like, oh, geez. Like, way to fucking go. I look it up. It's a $300 plus ticket, plus fees and surcharges.
Holy Hannah.
Yeah.
There was a YouTuber.
Yeah, super fun.
Who I just don't want to disclose the name because it's just not, with the way the world is, some people just don't want to talk about certain people anymore. So there was a YouTuber that released a story a long time ago that had a very similar story. Only they posted a picture of themselves that was like, it was a traffic cam that caught them running through the red light.
I should have looked on 511.
And there was a picture of her like, oh, I didn't mean to run the red light.
That would have been my face.
And she got a ticket. And
did she get it in the mail or did she get okay?
Yeah, it's from what I remember.
Yeah.
And they're like, she's like, seriously, are you kidding me? Like, you can see my face.
Like I'm
clearly
stressed.
It was an accident. Yeah. I didn't mean for this to happen. But yeah, I think her ticket was $500.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this was a long time ago before they had much of a following. But
that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're crazy with they take that seriously, and they should.
As they should. Like I should not have done that, but it just was like it was a weird situation. But when he pulled me over, I was like, I don't even know if he clocked me for speeding. And I know I allegedly was speeding.
Allegedly.
If I didn't make that clear, allegedly.
And yeah, that's sucks, babe. I'm really sorry. That's a lot of money.
It was so fun.
I'm so sorry. That sucks.
And then I call Bailey and I tell him I got a red light ticket. And he goes, you are to stop at every yellow light. You are never running a red light again. I'm like, okay, Dad, talk to you later.
Seriously. I actually have this thing where if I'm at a red light and I'm stopping and I'm waiting and I'm like the first person to go, once the light turns green, I always wait like just a second. Just a second.
I do too.
I'm not going to be that person.
Check.
Yeah, I just make sure that I make sure that these people are stopping or these people or whoever, whatever. I make sure that they're going to stop before I go.
There's too much crazy shit. People don't pay attention.
I know.
Semi trucks up here, it's really bad. Semi trucks, like they just don't care.
Yeah.
And I get it because they are in a big rig.
Yeah.
And if they can't safely stop, what's the point?
Right.
But that's scary.
Yeah. And I've honestly avoided accidents by doing that. Just by double checking before I go.
The accident we almost got into today. That was annoying. If I had a drink in my car, I would have threw it at him.
Some people are just so rude on the road. But you know what's funny is I feel like every person talks about other people and their bad driving. And it's like,
I mean, I know like there's times I'm not the best driver. I'm sure there's times.
Absolutely.
I have fucked up, fucked off, and probably scared other people.
There's times where I'm definitely a little silly and goofy when I'm behind the wheel. And Corey's next to me, like, clearly stressed, like, oh my God.
That's how Bailey gets,
and I'm just
too.
like, everything's fine, baby. Like, we're going to be
I'm
just
in control.
Fine.
We going.
Not to, like, jinx it, but I've been driving for...
a long time.
Since I was 16. So
16 years.
Something like that.
16.
Something like that. I can't do math.
No, about to be 16.
Yeah. And I had a fender bender one time.
Yeah.
Pulling out of a Walmart parking lot. Like, I just have luckily never gotten into an accident.
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple tickets like years ago, but I've got a pretty clean record.
Yeah. I do too. Not now. Now I have a red light ticket. So
your good name has been soiled.
Tarnished
forever.
What in the world am I going to do?
I don't know. You are just going to have to deal with this, I guess. And all we can do is pray for you.
Pray to the Lord that my insurance don't go up, because that is the first thing Bailey said to me after he told me about the yellow light and I need to stop. He said, our insurance is going to go up. And I was like, I don't think it'll go up that much. It probably will. Like a few dollars, but hopefully
it's
not
like
that bad.
It's like a first offense, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a common thing for you.
Well, yeah, I've had a really clean record other than totaling my car when I hit a deer, but that deer hit me. He had it out for me. He wanted to end his life.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok? That's like, he's like, JD's and Letterman.
JD's and Letterman?
Yeah, he's like, JD's and Letterman, this is how many zip ties. No, not zip ties. That would be really difficult. He's like, JD's and Letterman, this is how many hangers can hold me up. And then he's like, this is one hanger. And then he hangs it and he drops. Love that guy. And then when it finally is holding him, he's like, holy shit, that's got me. He's such a cutie. I love that kid.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he's so funny. I really enjoy him.
TikToks. I love TikTokers like that just make you laugh.
I know.
And it's like not serious. It's lighthearted. It's Vine. So last Saturday. Okay, so the ticket was 2 Saturdays ago.
Okay.
Last Saturday was my nephew's birthday, his second birthday. And we had that. And then we also had Topgolf. So Bailey's company party. We went with like all his coworkers and stuff, which you knew about. And like that was a good time. Mm-hmm. And we were staying at our friend Tanner and Lily's house, our friends. And when we got there, we were planning to just have like a low key night, stay in, drink, because we were drinking at Topgolf. Mm-hmm. And we get there and we're drinking, and it's probably midnight at this point. And
was Rowan with you drinking?
Yeah, she finished a bottle of vodka.
Oh yeah. For 6 months old, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she was still standing. She was walking around. She drove the car.
Wow.
She even smoked a cigarette.
Gosh, she's such a badass for 6 months
old. Just kidding. Don't come for me.
Oh my God.
She was with her grandma.
Yeah, I figured.
She was with Bailey's mom.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she was having a good time with grandma, so we could have adult time.
Yeah.
And it was like midnight. I looked at Lily and I said, should I steal Bailey's phone and order a lift to the bar? Because there's a bar by their house that's a lot of fun. They have like arcade games and a bowling alley and all this stuff. Like, it's a good time.
Okay.
Especially when you're drinking, playing arcade games like you're a child. It's so fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The people are a little seedy at this bar. Okay. Like, it's hit or miss, it seems. Okay. I've only been there a couple times, and it's always been with them. But so we're having a good time, enjoying the night, and it was bar close. We had our last drinks, paid the tab. We go outside. I think Tanner and Bailey were inside going to the bathroom because me and Lily were on TikTok Live. Me and Lily are outside and we're waiting for the lift. And when we got there, I had seen this guy pull up on a scooter. And like it's almost more like a moped scooter. Like it's kind of like a hybrid of the two. And it's big. I'll show you. You'll understand.
Are we talking like the Lizzie McGuire movie scooters?
But bigger. It was, you'll see. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like that's more of a moped. So
Didn't
it's not
a moped?
It's like a hybrid of a moped and like a scooter.
Okay.
So it's like a scooter with a seat, but it's fast.
Okay.
I don't even know what the hell it was.
Sounds like a moped.
But it doesn't look like one. You'll see.
Okay.
But okay, so I was eyeing it up when we got there. I'm like, I want to ride that. Mm-hmm. Well, drunk Brianna talks to everybody.
Yeah.
And we're sitting outside, and I looked at him and I said, "Is that your scooter?" You can hear how drunk I was.
Whoa! Wait, is this your scooter? Hey, is this your scooter? Can I take it for a spin? No way! Shut the fuck up!
He let me.
Is that your scooter? Can I take it for a spin?
He let me.
Well, drunk?
Yeah.
On the streets?
In the parking lot of the bar.
On the streets.
On the streets with the police. After my red light ticket. Great idea, Brianna.
Yeah.
A week later.
Didn't I just clock you last week for running a red light? Now you're driving drunk.
On a scooter.
On a moped. Scooter
Whatever
hybrid.
the hell it is.
That's so funny.
So this guy, who I've never met, don't know, said yeah.
That's so funny.
And I had the best time of my life. So I'm riding the scooter around, and this thing's fast. It was a lot of fun. Literally the best 3 minutes of my life that night.
On that
night, yeah. So I park, I stop, and I'm like, how do I park this thing? Because I don't know how to put the kickstand up. It's behind you, because to get off, you have to roll forward. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at this guy. I said that, and Bailey's impatient and Tanner's impatient. Everybody's like, we have to go. Let's go. And Bailey goes,
because if there's one thing about Bree, she's going to take her time leaving the bar.
Sweet time.
Yeah.
Bailey goes,
but we're having fun. Why do we have to leave?
Yeah, I didn't want to leave. I didn't care that the bar was closed. I wanted to have fun on the scooter. Mm-hmm. So Bailey goes, just lay it down. And the guy...
Where was the guy?
Right there, but okay. Bailey didn't know that because Bailey was inside when I got on the scooter.
Oh, when he was showing you.
So they came outside and they didn't even know I was on the scooter.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Your husband just comes out and he's like, "What the fuck, Bree? Yeah. Where did you find a scooter?"
Yeah. So he goes,
"Don't worry about it, Bailey. I just drive a scooter and just want a Big Mac."
I just want a Big Mac.
I just want a Big Mac.
So he said, "Lay it down," and the guy goes, "The fuck do you mean lay it down? I'll lay you the fuck down." Yeah.
To Bailey?
To Bailey. And then a huge fight broke out. And everyone's yelling at each other. And I'm laughing because I'm drunk as shit. And I didn't understand if people were being actually aggressive or if it was a joke.
Yeah, very nice either. You tell my bike to lay down. No, you wouldn't.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was yours.
Yeah, cheers.
Why would I?
You would let me ride it?
All right, let's go.
Thank you, dude. Okay, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
They're going back and forth. And I'm trying to get everybody to just calm down. I'm it's thank you so much to this guy. I'm I really had a good time. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate you. Please ignore this situation. And then I'm also trying to be get in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calm the situation and also get the fuck out of there.
Things are getting heated.
So I believe Bailey's the first person in the car. Tanner gets in the car. Lily's in the car in the front seat. And I'm getting into the, about to get into the car. And all of a sudden I just hear the guy was yelling at Tanner, fighting with Tanner, and sucker punched Tanner in the face. He knew what he was doing. He was just trying to punch Tanner because Tanner's what the fuck is your problem?
Mm-hmm. Here's your phone. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Funny.
I have no idea, to be real.
What the fuck is your problem?
Drama.
Yes. And then.
So he just punched him.
In the face. In the face. Sucker punched him and then he ran away like a bitch. Literally scootered away. Scootered away.
That's
and
so funny.
our Lyft driver even got out of the car and got in this man's face. Was in his
Tanner.
face. Yeah.
If you guys don't know, but Tanner is probably 6 foot.
He's tall. Yeah. He's probably taller than that.
Skinny boy.
And he's the sweetest boy.
He's a sweet guy.
Tanner is seriously the nicest guy. He will do anything for anybody. And he is the last person to cause conflict.
Yeah. He's just a thin, skinny little boy.
And I just love him.
And he got sucker punched?
No marks on his face though. But then we're in the car. No, but it was just, you could hear it. It was loud. I don't know. It was bad.
So was that him, Tanner, saying, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Or
no,
whatever
that's Bailey.
Oh, okay. defending
So
him.
then everybody gets out of the car again.
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed Bailey by his face. And I'm like, get in the fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets in the car. And then Tanner gets in the car. And then the Lyft driver locks the doors. And he calls the cops. And we're sitting in the parking lot. And
oh, Lord.
yeah. So that was a time. It was a good time.
What a story.
Mm-hmm.
Over what?
Me
because you can hear Bailey clearly say, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Like I didn't know that was yours."
Yeah, like Bailey was trying to be nice and be like, "I didn't."
Because I understand like him being like, "What do you mean, put my scooter?"
Yeah,
scooter.
What do you mean, lay it down? I'm gonna lay you the fuck down.
Yeah, that's so aggressive.
Aggressive for no reason.
For what?
Like,
I mean, like I get it. Like you're
why are you worried about him when I'm trying to be respectful? I'm not putting the scooter down. Like I'm asking you, how do I park it? Like, how do I put the kickstand up?
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about what's going on in the background.
Yeah, it's you and me that are having this conversation.
Yeah.
I know he said something, but like...
But just ignore it. Like, and that guy is like a grown man.
And why go from 0 to 100? What do you mean, lay it down? That's aggressive, dude.
Super aggressive.
For what?
And then to hit Tanner in the face? For what? For why?
Some people are just... Was he super drunk? Could you tell?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we don't know the guy, but...
I think he had drinks in his system. But, like, that's pretty bold to be drunk and driving a scooter home.
Literally. And to just punch a random kid.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Seriously, like, he was a grown man, and he did that. And it's like, what the fuck is your problem?
Poor Tanner.
Like, shout out to you, dude, if you end up listening to this, for letting me ride your scooter. But also, I should have laid it the fuck down.
After punching Tanner in the face?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
he's okay?
Yeah, Tanner's totally fine.
Now you just have a story to tell.
Yeah, they were just more upset because, Tanner and Bailey both were like, we just feel like bitches. Like, we should have done something. And I was like, no, you guys are bitches.
would have ended up in jail.
Exactly.
Or something.
Like, it would not have ended well.
It's always better to walk away.
It is. Like, be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Safety is number one, too, in that situation, because you don't know if another person has a weapon. You don't know if the other person is like fucking nuts and they're gonna just go insane on you, you just don't know. And I'm just glad it ended the way that it did and Tanner was okay. But I thought that was a pretty good story. I have been itching to tell you it.
Itching my butt to tell you
my
this
ass
story.
has been itching to tell you.
Well, yeah, I just feel so bad for Tanner. I'm so glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Totally
fine.
Sucks. What a psycho. I just hate people that are just jump to violence.
You ruin it for other people.
Yeah. Just not necessary.
And then the dumb fucking bitch that was standing there. Bye. Get in the car. Bye.
Was it a
Bye.
woman?
I wanted to whoop her ass.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't have Rowan, I would have gotten into a fight because that alone was pissing me off. Like, shut the fuck up.
I thought you said Rowan wasn't there.
If I didn't have a kid in general, if I wasn't a mother, I would have whooped ass. That was a little aggressive. Sorry if you.
Rowan was the one that suggested putting it down.
She did. She said, "Throw the bitch to the ground."
Yeah.
I will kick her in the head myself.
Gosh, that is so wild.
Oh, it made me angry. It was very, very frustrating.
Absolutely, it's just that just jump to violence is just unnecessary.
Seriously. Like, never, it shouldn't be a thing. It's not that serious. Communication is really key.
It's not that deep, especially because no one put the bike down. Nobody
Literally,
laid it down.
it was parked. Fine. You parked it, buddy.
Exactly. Let's calm down.
Fucking spaz.
Let's calm down. Well, thank you for telling me those stories.
Yeah, I felt like
That's
they'd
so
be
great.
good podcast stories.
Yeah.
The ticket one isn't super exciting, but...
I don't know why. I just really was like, I feel like I have no idea what the Topgolf thing is, so... Let's just talk about you got pulled over. Like, that's crazy. That doesn't really happen to us anymore. So what happened?
Well, and it really hasn't happened to me in a long time. I haven't been pulled over in a hot minute.
Same. But yeah, those were some really good stories.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really glad that you told me. I'm just sorry that you had to wait for an episode to talk about it.
You just made my ass itch a little, but it's fine.
Such a random way to say it.
I know.
But we're so glad that you guys could join us. Thank you so much for paying us any attention.
Seriously.
It means a lot.
The most. The literal most.
Yeah. Again, we just wanted to say that in a few episodes here, we are going to start doing an advice segment at the end of every episode. Mm-hmm. And how it's going to work is we just ask you guys to submit any sort of things you need advice on, any problems you're experiencing,
We'd love to hear any of it.
Anything you got going on in your life that you need help with, that you need some of your girlfriends.
Your true day one bitches.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah. We'll help you through it, girl.
We got you.
If they're gonna let us know that they need advice, how do they do that?
Well, dramatic AF pod at AOL.com.
Oh, so they just send us an email.
Yeah, at dramatic AF pod
at AOL.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
That do be it.
You heard it here. If you have anything you need help with, send us that email. And the only thing we ask is that in the subject line, the word advice is in there. It doesn't matter what else is in the subject line. You can give us a title for what you're going to talk about.
The juicier, the better.
Yeah.
I want to bite into it like a peach. A juicy peach.
Oh, shit. Stop, girl. You getting me hot.
Ass itching?
You getting me hot. Jesus Christ.
Is it the lighting or is it hot in here?
It's you, baby. You're hot.
Yeah, and my juicy peach.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So if you could just put the word advice in the subject line, that would help us a lot. Just to keep our inbox nice and organized for, just different things. And then we'll have a fun way that we're going to go about answering the advice questions, but we're going to answer one at the end of every episode as soon as we get some to do so. But yeah, if you got something you need help with, just send that email to dramaticafpod@aol.com. And I think that's all we got for you this time, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, please tune in. Come back and spend more time with us.
We need you.
We
want you.
I'm going to be really sad if you don't come back.
We'll cry real tears.
Like real tears, not the fake kind.
No.
I never fake cry.
No.
Literally never.
Who knows fake crying?
Are we doing a Miranda sings?
I think we are.
God.
I think we are. We gotta go.
We should probably go. Thank you so much for watching or listening. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Yeah. And maybe we'll wear pink.
Yeah, we should be wearing pink because it's Wednesday. What's wrong with us?
Instead of a Menards sweatshirt with fucked up hair.
It's okay. You look
I was
gorgeous.
talking about you.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.